Guys, welcome to Komal's Corner. So today we're going to do a video on packing a first aid kit for your travels. This first aid kit is good for a short period and even a long period. You can adjust the quantities depending on how many days you're traveling for. So let's get started. What I like to use is something like this, which is a transparent case. You have lots of different options. You can use something like this, which is a covered case as well. But I like this because it sort of holds its shape, because when it comes to medicines, I want them to be like structured and not being bent and popping out of their little silver aluminium foil covering. So something like this holds its shape, and why I like something transparent is because you can see through. So when it's an emergency, or when you're sleepy and you need to pull something out, you're not feeling well, you just need to grab medicine, you can sort of see where it is and you can directly pull it out rather than have to rummage through the entire bag. So let's get started. One of the first things that I always carry is bandages, and lots of bandages. Okay, so if you're watching this video from India, bandages are cheap, so you can just buy them anywhere. They're easily available. But if you're somebody who's watching this video in another country like Dubai, a box of band-aids in Dubai is about around 15 dirhams or something, or more. I remember once spending 24 dirhams on a box of 12 band-aids, and this has happened to a lot of people I know. It's the simplest thing, and it's the most useful. If you are having a shoe bite, a simple cut, and band-aids, you need a lot of them. So I have a lot more in the bag. This is just for showing. But yeah, bandages are very important. Go with the brand you like, but definitely pack these. Next, going on the same lines, I'm carrying this tube called a Betnovit. So basically, this is a kind of it's one of those creams that ends in sin, like soframycin. This is neomycin. So this is one of the creams my doctor recommended. It's again for cuts, little rashes. This can be applied for a few days and generally goes away. If you are sensitive, make sure you confirm your doctor. See, most of these things are over-the-counter medications, but for some, you might want to consult your doctor. But this is also very widely available. If you just go to your chemist or your pharmacist, and you generally just want them something simple for cuts and wounds, they will give you something like this. A gauze, especially if the cut is bigger and you don't know where to run around, just till you can, maybe you're in a hotel room like I am right now, or if you're outside camping or somewhere, and you get a cut. So this is something to just immediately help stop the blood till more aid can arrive, till a bigger emergency first aid kit can come, or till you can be taken to a hospital or something. Hopefully that shouldn't happen, because nobody wants to do that on their travels. But this is very useful, and it's medical. Make sure you only open it when you need it. Don't open it beforehand, because well, you don't want to get germs and bacteria on it. One of the other things that I like to carry is a little box of Vaseline. It's really tiny, like it's cute, it's adorable. So Vaseline again is very good for dry skin, especially on flights and hotels or many other places you can get really dry skin. So this is something when you can't find your regular cream around or something. This is also very good for cuts and burns. People also use it as an aftershave thing, not exactly, but a bit after. So basically, Vaseline has a lot of, you can always use it as a lip balm. It has a lot of benefits. You can use it for your cuticles if they're getting dry. You can also use them on your eyelashes to protect them. So lots and lots of uses of this. So tiny little box is enough. I doubt you'll be using more than this. Like I'm on a 14-day holiday right now, about 14 days holiday, like it's about 2 weeks, maybe 13 days. And pretty much I've only used this like twice by now. But yeah, don't go overboard and increase your luggage for no reason. Up next is so weather changes. I've just traveled from more of a tropical country to a very cold climate. So weather changes, and again, hotels are centrally air conditioned, flights are cold, airlines are cold, airports are cold. A little packet of Vicks or any other brand, I'm sure you get a lot of brands of VapoRubs, is basically, it's supposed to relieve 6 symptoms like a little cold, cough, headache. It's supposed to help with that. Oh yeah, so 6 symptoms. You basically have to rub only on your chest, your throat, and your back. Well, this is supposed to sort of give you a sort of a bit of an instant relief or just a relief overnight. We've all used this. We've all had our parents, especially our moms, applying this to our noses when we were kids. It's useful and never hurts to carry, as long as it's a tiny pack, and it's enough. Like, this much quantity is, you don't need more than this. It's more than enough. Okay, going on the same lines, if you have a sore throat or cold and a cough, what I recommend carrying is your favorite cough syrup. I got a cough just the day before I was traveling, and cough syrup sort of saved my life. So this is an Escaril, but you've got a lot of, some of them are very strong, some of them are not as strong. Make sure you consult your doctor before picking one up, especially if you're prone to getting a cough or something like this. Cough syrup. Also, make sure if it's one of those ones that makes you drowsy, don't have it, when you're about to go out. What I do is generally I have it at night before sleeping, and if I wake up somewhere around like 5-6 a.m., I just have it again, and then I go back to sleep. So that covers 2 doses out of 3 recommended dosages per day, but make sure you consult your doctor. Another important thing that I like to carry are these. So Lozenge. These ones are, I think I pronounced that wrong, but whatever, you know what I'm talking about. So these are menthol cough drops. These are easy to carry in your pocket around whenever you go out. I also have a bigger pack because when I travel, I get a sore throat because of, I guess, temperature fluctuations or drinking cold water, or So I generally like a ginger lemon flavor. You get a lot of flavors available. This is a menthol flavor, so ginger lemon. I have a few more. So you can also get Strepsils. So I just used one of these before starting this video, but this is an orange flavor Strepsils. So make sure you sort of have to curate your box according to what you need more. So that's why I've packed quite a few of these, because I know I will be needing them. I also picked up some more extra ones at the airport while coming in because of the sore throat that I had. Another thing that is important is when you are traveling, it takes a toll on your stomach, and pressure being an apt word right now. So a lot of things can go wrong, especially if you're not used to the kind of food you're eating, or especially somebody who eats lighter food and is traveling to India or any country like Sri Lanka or somewhere where they serve food full of spices. By spices, I don't mean like spicy chili, I just mean a lot of spices. You can have an upset stomach. On the other hand, like I'm in Hong Kong, which is a part of China, as you know, and tea is an integral part here, and we do drink a lot of green tea. Green tea is a very good, it can sort of be a laxative, so too much green tea, personally for me, can have side effects. So I just like to be prepared, and I think you should be prepared as well. So few of the medications that you can carry for this, this is something if you have diarrhea. So this one is called Ruco. But yeah, every country has their own version of this medication. It's basically if you have diarrhea, generally you're supposed to let it flow out. But at some point when you are traveling or you want to go out, you have to, well, pop in one of these to just stop, and so that you can go out and enjoy your holiday as you were meant to. The exact opposite of that is when you cannot go to the bathroom and the food is really just like clogged up into your system. So this one is a Decoflex. This is the one that helps, well, that's the exact same opposite of this. So if you think you're constipated, something like this is helpful. Make sure, again, every country has their own version, so make sure you consult your pharmacist or your doctor before leaving. Another medication that on the same lines is, a lot of food can be pretty heavy, or we can tend to overeat, especially if you have one of those all-inclusive dinner buffets or breakfast buffets, people do tend to overeat, and that is when you get you need antacids, and so acidity is can be a big issue for a lot of people. So you can get one of these Alka-Seltzer. These are tablets, so you just pop them in water and they dissolve when you drink it. If you don't like these, I also grab these. These are called Eno. So yeah, this is an orange flavor. I somewhere also have a cola flavor. I also have regular flavor. So basically, because I'm on a longer holiday, I have more options. If you're just going for 2-3 days, just carry like 1 or 2, depending on what you generally need from your previous experiences. So these are very useful. Another thing that's important is if some food doesn't suit you and you end up throwing up all the time, or you're like you're nauseated, make sure to carry something like this. This one's called VomiStop. As the name suggests, it's supposed to help you stop vomiting. So again, this one's from Cipla. It's useful if you are throwing up a lot. Pop these in and it'll help you. Again, make sure you get one, consult your doctor or pharmacist. So if you do get diarrhea or you are throwing up a lot, your body is pretty much dehydrated. And when your body is dehydrated, the first thing you need to do is get electrolytes. So this one is called Electral. It's based on the WHO formula. Basically, this is a big packet which you can mix in 1 liter of water. You get smaller packets which you can mix in half a liter of water or a glass of water as well. So make sure you carry electrolytes because these are very important. It brings your body back into balance, and it's just helpful, like in a lot of it's just helpful in any of these situations. Another medicine that I carry regarding stomach issues is called Cyclopam. So this one is basically if you think you're going to start PMSing or something like this will help you relieve the cramps. I know there's another medication called NICE which is available in a lot of countries. I know if you're in like North America, Advil is sort of the answer to a lot of problems, but yeah, in other countries you have separate medications for separate things. So this covers our bodily stomach issues. Let's go on to a bit more of if you're not feeling well overall. So it's always useful to have a paracetamol. This is a stronger paracetamol, and it's about, the power is like 650. But you get, there also, like I also have a Saradon which is also I think a paracetamol. So it's basically an okay, so yeah, this is not exactly a paracetamol, but yeah, it is a paracetamol, but it is a lighter paracetamol. So again, these are good for your headaches, your backaches, pain, basically all kinds of pains. A paracetamol is what you need. I also have a medication over here called SetSafe, and this is used, it's like your Crocin. This is what is used for if you think you're getting a fever. So this is what is useful. The dose is generally 1 every 6 hours, so don't exceed that. Again, every medication has a dosage written behind it, so make sure you read before you take. The next thing I would like to show is, so I do carry a few antiseptic towels with me just to clean off any cuts or wounds that need to be cleaned off. Just make sure, I don't think you can put this on burns, and please avoid, as it says, eye contact with eyes and mouth, or wounds. Actually, you cannot put this on wounds directly. This is more for the person who's going to help you apply. So you want to clean your hand with an antiseptic before you apply an ointment, because you don't want the bacteria from your hand getting into the wound and then just getting infected, you know. So make sure you clean. Yeah, but do not apply antiseptic towels directly on cuts and wounds. I also have general feminine hygiene products. One of the other things I like is these feminine wipes. It just keeps you clean while traveling. If you like to drink, which I don't, but if you like to drink, you can carry something like these. These are Party Smart capsules. You get them almost in every country. I know there's some country have these apps, have them by the name AM/PM as well. I might be wrong. So basically you're just supposed to so this doesn't stop you from getting drunk. It just helps you relieve the unpleasant after effects of alcohol. So you're basically supposed to pop in one of these before you start your first drink. So if you know you're gonna go out for a crazy night to party and you're gonna drink a lot, this can be useful so that you can still continue your travel and exploring the next day. Another thing that is useful is trap bandage. So do you think if you have if you sort of you can also carry one of those sprays like tongue sprays, which are useful for pain relief. I forget the names of the sprays, but you've got a lot of options. And yeah, this is what you can tie on them. It sort of helps keep the area warm and helps heal it faster. One more thing I like to carry is this. They are called glucose balls, glucovita balls. So basically, they are sort of little glucose tablets. These ones are grape flavored to give you an instant energy boost. You also have Glucon D or any glucose syrup which are flavored, and you can carry them outside and drink them. It's just that for that, I also have those. Those are something if you're going hiking or trekking, you should really just add that to your water and keep sipping it throughout. But yeah, you need water for those. These are something that you can just, it's smaller to carry, easier to carry in your little purse when you're out and about, and just pop these in for some instant energy. So coming to the end of it, I saw this one video where they recommended carrying the tape. I can't remember the name of it. It's the so it's basically a tape that you want to put over your gauze to medical tape. So I couldn't find medical tape while I was leaving, but I do have regular tape. Now this regular tape will also feature in my video of other things to carry when you travel, because tape can be very useful in a lot of situations. But I have this, and what I do like to carry along with it is scissors, just to cut any of these packets open if you can't, and if you are going to be trekking, or if you are going to be wearing a lot of open shoes, a nail cutter in case you hurt your nails is very useful. If you don't have this, you can cut with this, but be careful. So these are things you will not see a lot of people adding to their medical kits, but a scissor is a lifesaver, to help open coffee sachets, to help cut out labels that you forgot, or just anything. I pretty much use this scissor every single day since I've been here, and I've been here for about almost 6 days now, and I've used this scissor every single day. And the last things that I like to keep in my first aid bag is mint, just because if you are feeling a little nauseous or nauseated, I don't know if I'm getting this right, but or if you just you know, like you're in a climb or there's motion sickness involved, I just like to pop in a mint, and it sort of helps me just keeps the food down. It works for me, it works for everybody, but also if you're having a medication which doesn't taste good, this is useful. I also like to pack a few candies in this bag, because it's something that's always there. So in case if I just need a bit of a sugar rush, there's candy in the bag. So yeah, that's about it for your first aid kit that you should be taking with you while you travel. If there's anything else you think I've forgotten, or there's something you think that you add and it's interesting to share with everybody, please leave it in the comments below. You can follow my website is www.komalskana.com. You can find me on Facebook on facebook.com/komalskana, and then on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Snapchat. Everywhere my username is Komal Lakhani. I'm going to leave this on the screen, and it's all going to be there in the box below. So make sure you follow if you want to see more. I'm traveling to Hong Kong right now, so make sure you follow all my live posts and updates about the life of Hong Kong. And until next time, bye guys.